Hi guys, we are here to do part 3 of The Magical Dawn by Hanna Karlzon. We are working on the double page. I've got the blue birdie done and the purple bird done. And if you got the joke at the beginning of part 2, this one was supposed to be pink and this one was supposed to be purple. But I goofed. It was a Freudian flip, I guess you want to call it. So we have the blue and the purple on one page, and this little guy over here is going to be done in pink. I had almost thought about doing him off camera because he's going to be done the same way as the other birds, but I thought maybe you might want to see the color choices that go down in the pink like we did the blue and the purple guy. I am going to do the little purple bubbly stuff here first because I don't want to lose track of all the time that we've got going here. So we're going to go ahead and color the water, bubbly water here. Yeah, I'm going to try to go around those, but you know me, I'm probably going to color right over them, so what's the point? Okay, we're going to do this in the darkest purple here, going up on one side but leaving the other side. Okay, then we're going to go in with the Parma Violet. I can speak. No, I can't. The Parma Violet next. I am kind of leaving a little white border here. Particular reason? No. Just am. Okay, then we're going to leave the middle of this the lightest, and this is the gray lavender. Is it? Yes. So we're going to blend that in. And just like on the other side, we're going to put a little Posca in here, so if it's not perfectly blended, or a little white is what I'm bringing in, to get that just a little brighter in the center. But we will be adding Posca in the dots and on the side there. I want to leave that white border, but we want to make sure we get a darker color here. It's because this is a liquid-filled jar. I want to be able to leave a little bit of whiteness around it. And we will fill those dots in with the white too. I will probably bring in some stickles. On this one. So just going to go around the whole outside with the white. Okay. It has a cork in it, so we'll do the cork while we're here. We're going to do it in the purples also. I hope I'm on camera. I did not bring the camera down for this, so sorry. The lavender. And a little bit of the white. Okay. And we'll mess with the rest of the bottle a little later. So I'm going to bring the camera down so we can get the little birdie going. Look at our little birdie here. I'm not crazy about all these little things on the top, so what I'm going to do is end up painting these black. Do I have the paint? Yes, I have the paint. And I have a paintbrush somewhere around here. So let's take this one. It's going to be a little wet, but there's these ones right here. I'm not crazy about them. I don't like the way they turned out on the other side, so I'm just going to paint them in like that. And because I painted his in, I think I'm going to take the purple ones off. See if I can scoot the book way over here. You can see the little purple guy. And we're going to paint over those because I didn't like the way they looked. And if you want to touch up anything else over here, you can do that at the same time since you have a little paint on your paintbrush. Anyway, I'll do that later. I should really go wash that, but hold on. Back to Little Bird. Okay, this one's going to be pink because I goofed. We're going to do black raspberry, raspberry, clay rose, and light peach. And basically the same as we did the other ones, dark and light, mixing them up on the tail, blah, blah, blah. We're going to start on the face, and we're going to give him his little cheek, and I'm going to run that one kind of back here. Kind of give it a blend into that line there, because he's kind of stretching out his face. And I'm trying not to touch the wet. Okay, we're going to add in the dark here. We're just going to go ahead and add it down in here. And on his beak. Or I guess I should call this one her. It'll be pink. We're going to go up on the head also here. And bring it up on this side. Bring that in a bit. And we'll figure that one out a bit. Okay, we're going to bring in the raspberry next. Bring in the clay rose, just kind of going over everybody. And then the peach. Okay, then we're going to bring a tiny little white here to brighten that up a little bit. Bring back in the raspberry, black raspberry, sorry. Redarken our lines here. Okay. And then we'll just do the tummy like we did the blue back. So kind of in the angle. So you go down the sides. With the dark color. There's no going back and forth, but we're going to attempt to get some of these going back down this way. I'll do this front portion and then I'll do the rest of that off camera. And we want the bottom tummy kind of dark, so we'll just add a little bit more dark in there. Okay, we'll go in with the, since these are so small, we're just going to get some clay rose in here. Okay, then we're going to put some of the peach, just kind of here and there, and then we'll add in the white. We're just doing circular motions here. And it kind of blends everybody in with a nice little shadow part on it. Go back in with the black raspberry and darken the tummy up a little bit more. And just here and there, where you think it could use a little more darkness. It doesn't need to be perfect, it just needs to look nice. So you're just going to blend those in with the clay rose. Okay. We're going to do his little feet, at least 1 foot. So it's done the same as the other side. We just darken around the toes. There's an elbow in there somewhere. I don't know, can you see the other elbow here? We'll just darken that up. And do his toes the same. Darken the tips. We'll take in the clay rose and just bring those colors out a little bit. Try not to go out of the lines too much. And then we'll bring in the light peach. Finish those off. And any place that we've gone out, we'll just come in with the eraser and clean that up. Okay. Then we'll go back to the birdie and do his feathers the same way up here. Go on the dark. Goes behind the gem here. Do that on all of them. And that'll include these guys too. Okay, on these, doing every other one like we did before. Okay, on these, I'll do the same thing. Okay, I'm going to go in with the clay rose on this. We're going to skip the raspberry part. Okay, then I go in with the light peach. Leaving a little area for the white. Okay, oops, sorry, dropped my teacup. I'm going to bring in the black and do any touch-ups here that I went out of the lines, just like I did on the other page. It's a lot easier to do it that way than it is to try to keep sharpening the pencil to a point. Real sharp point. Okay. Then we're going to bring in the white. And I'm going to blend these in. Didn't do these down here. Forgot about them. So sorry, little feathers. Okay. Keep putting my pencils on the wrong side. Gonna redarken these areas. Okay. Darken the tips of the wings a little bit better. All right. We're going to do the same with his feathers. I'm going to bring the darkness up to the top, the big guys first. And we're going to kind of do it on the side here. Here. Do this one. Okay, and probably this one. And this one's going to be dark up here, so this one can be dark here. I think that one goes like that. And then there's this one here. Okay, we'll do this one on the side. We're just going to go in with the clay rose. Go over that. I'll do a couple of these and then I'll do the rest of them off camera also, just so we can get to the background of this. So I'll do these three. Then we bring in the light peach. And then the white. And back in with the black raspberry. Okay, so that will be done like that. And I'm going to pause right now, finish up the bird, and then we'll come back and do some of this beadwork. Magic of video, the bird is done. Okay, and I'm going to be working on the little squares here, and since we don't have any green in the page, we are going to bring in greens. I am switching out the putty to go, instead of it, the pale sage, because I kind of want these little square gems to be more of an emerald color than a goldish color. So I'm going to do these in the pale sage, but when I get to the little bottle top thingies, I'm going to switch it out to the putty. So I'll put all that in the description box. So we are in moss green, green ochre, and pale sage. So we will take our moss green, and I won't be doing all of these on camera. We'll stick a little of that there, a little of that there, maybe a little more of it there. Let's see, how many can I get on camera so we can go 1, 2, at least 3 down. We'll kind of make them the same, but I want to have a little variation. So this one I'm going to do at an angle. This one I'm going to do this way, just so the light is hitting them differently, giving us a little bit of uniqueness to all of them. Okay, then I'm going to go in with the green ochre, kind of make those lines a bit bigger. Going over the green and just bringing it out further. Then we're going to go in with the pale sage and color in the areas that weren't colored yet, going over the whole square. Okay, so that's how they're all going to be done. I have to move my teacup. They're going to get a little white in them. Did I? Magically disappearing white pencil. Okay, so wherever is the lightest, we're going to try to add a little white sheen in these. And then what doesn't get white enough, we will take a little Posca and kind of give them a shine. Okay, that one's going to shine that way. These would shine this way. Doesn't really matter which way they shine. They're just going to have a nice little color to them. I got this one crooked, so I'll scratch that one out and redo that one. Okay, all the green is going to be done that way. So we have green going along the top, all the way on the second page, and such. We're going to do the ribbons also in the green, so I'm going to take all 3 tones. Sorry, I'm going to start off with the green moss green. I'm just going to pull it up, down. It goes over the black well enough, so I don't have to worry about that. Do a little knot. So wherever there is a string, goes on to the second page, so I'll be going over there. We go in with the green ochre. Again, I'm not going to worry if I go over the lines because I have a eraser and or black pen I can fix that with. Okay, now we go in with the pale sage. Okay, we'll go back over it with the green ochre to give it a little more darkness in there. Okay, so that's how those will be done. Voices go in here for some reason, and like I said, I just touched that up. I'll do that a little bit off camera. Okay. The heart up here is going to be done. Can you see the heart? In purple, to bring purple over to this side of the page. So we're going to do that real quick. So that is the black grape, Parma Violet, and then the gray lavender. And back in with the black grape. Okay, I have no idea what to do with the stars yet, but we need to bring blue over here also, so we're going to do the moon in blue. So we're going to go with the indigo. And bring in the slate blue. Color the little scallops in the slate blue also. They're going to be stickled, but I want some color behind them. And then we will bring in the sky blue light. Okay, bring back in the indigo and get the edges darker. And we'll go ahead and color these little stars in with the slate blue too. Oops. Okay. I'm bringing in the black and get rid of my boo-boo there. But that star doesn't have a leg there, so we'll leave a little bit of that boo-boo there. Okay, be adding stickles on that also. So we've got one purple, one blue. We've got one pink over here. We're gonna have green throughout, and then we're gonna have white. So I'll show you what I'm gonna do with the white. If I can find a pad here. We're going to use one of my little plastic sheets from the dollar store. We're going to throw some, this is just white acrylic paint. It's matte. I don't know, I think it's matte, but it's the one I use. We're going to do splatters on the page with this also, but I'm going to show you how we're going to do the little dots up there. I have 2 sizes of these tools. Hopefully that won't come off. I didn't clean it the last time I used it. They're about the same size. So I guess I'll use this one. It's a 5mm and a 1mm. They are McGill product. They're actually for curling paper. If you rub on the paper enough, you can get an indentation. What I'm going to use it for is making dots. So I'm going to dip the end of this into my water here, and I'm going to test it, make sure I have enough. And I'm just going to take it, look on these big dots, and I'm going to add it on there. And you have to dip it in a lot to get enough paint on there. Okay, on the little ones, we're going to do little dots at the other end, and we're going to dot them down. Okay, that's why I didn't care if they were going to be perfectly round, because that's what I'm going to do all the way around the page. That goes with these on the little guys here too. So they get the paint, and then flip it over to the other side, and the big one. This will make it stand up a tiny bit, which is fine with me. And anywhere in there that is not painted, I'll go over it with the black pencil. So basically that's how those are going to be done. I'll do one more here. Yep, I got some dry paint on that. Okay, so that's how those are going to be done, and these little balls up here on the top, and that'll go over to the other side of the page. We have this little line up here, and that is going to be done that way also, but I think I'm going to do that, the hint of color. Not sure. Anyway, I'm going to do all that off camera. I know I'm going to put glitter on these guys, but I think they have to be colored. So I'm thinking, so we have 3 stars, or 4 stars. We don't have 3. If we had 3, I could do 1 in blue, 1 in purple, 1 in pink. But I guess I could do 1 in purple, pink, and 1 in green. So we'll bring green over to this corner of this page. Move all my stuff so you can see this one. Boom. So this page, well, you're going to have a tiny bit of green going through here. So this star is going to be green. We're going to bring in the moss green, do the tips, bring in the green ochre, those tips nice and dark. Okay, then we're going to bring in the pale sage. I'm liking that color. Color over that stone. Okay, we're going to go back in with the moss green and darken up those tips again. Okay, in the center of that will be the stickles, so that's okay. We're going to do these tops here, going in with the moss green. Then our green ochre. Our ribbons are going to be green, so I might as well add some up there. And I'm just going to switch this out for the putty, so I'm going to see, that's not the putty. Switch it out for the same color. Okay, this is the putty that he usually use, since I don't want the lids to these looking like, but the ribbon has to be the same, so I don't want them looking like the stars. I'm going to give it a little variation there. Back with the moss green and darken up the areas. Blend it in a little bit better. Put a little more color in that ribbon. Okay, so that's what those are going to look like. In the black and get rid of this line up here. Clean it up a little bit. Okay. Add in some of this light sage onto the ribbon. Okay. So that's how the tops are going to be done. And I think that is about it. The stars are going to be colored the same way, just different colors. So we have the green over here, and then I'll bring in a purple, a blue, and probably a pink up here. So let's say purple here. Nope, blue, right? What was I going to put there? Purple, because I have blue there and I got purple up there. Oh, boy. We'll have all this green coming down and that's all white, so I guess it's okay if purple is next to a purple. There's a little one here. This always gets me confused. I'm trying to bring in enough color to both sides of the page, just with these colors. And I should have probably done that a different color, but that's okay. We're going to take a break is what I'm going to do. And when I come back, the stars will be done, all the little squares will be done, all the dots will be done, and then I will show you how I do the splattering on the background. How's that? I'll see you in a little bit. Well, here we go. It's all done with the little painting with the dots, along with all the green. I haven't put the slashes in like I did over here yet, for a reason. We're going to put the splatters on first. And I have my camera up as high as I can get it, so I'm hoping I don't get any splatters on it. So I just take the same white paint and put it on a board. You don't need much. And I add water to it. It's probably about that much water. And then I have my brush here somewhere. You know, I thought I was prepared. I brought the brush in because it's a special brush. Hold on. Found it. It's my trusty little brush. It has a very long end on it on this side. And you can tell I use it a lot because the paint is actually coming off the barrel, and I could not tell you what it is other than I believe it's for doing detail work in watercolor. I'm not sure. Anyway, I'm mixing up the water with the paint to get kind of a runny consistency because I don't want to do it too thick, but I want it on the brush. Now, I warn you, this gets all over the place, so you'll have little spots on your desk or your computer or your phone or whatever you're doing, so you want to do this off camera if you're doing it. So we get it all nice and wet like this, and then I'm going to tap it, and the drops are going to fall off, okay? And it doesn't really matter how much or how little you get, but you kind of want it all over. This is replacing all the little dots and the stars that I covered up in paint. So you'll get the look of all those cute little dots without having to cover them all up. It's okay if you get it on the birds, little other things. You want some that are big and some that are small. That's all that I do. So if you put your paintbrush back in the paint, you'll get bigger clumps. If you just keep working what's on there, you'll get these teeny tiny little ones. And that kind of brings our little page back to life. And a couple of more big ones over here. And that is about it. So I'm going to wash my brush and I'll be right back. Little dots are dry, and we are going to do a little bit of work on the birds themselves with a Posca pen. Okay. There are some areas that I want to add some lines and dots to, like the feathers on the back of all the birds. So these feathers on this one, the blue one up here, and the pink one back here. So they're all going to be done basically the same way with the lines. And I'm just going to take a line here and a couple of dots and do that. Around this area here. So it kind of adds another line in between the tail and the feathers. So I'll be doing that on a couple of these. Big feathers. Now on any of the ones that I want to add a little more white to, I'll just draw it in and feather it out and add in a little something to those. Okay. As you remember, some of these feathers had dots, and I can't remember which ones had the little dots on the end, and I don't think I want to put them in. I think it would be a little too busy. But I am going to highlight the curves of these ribbons with a little of that Posca and bring it down and fluff those out. Anywhere I think a little curve needs to be put in. fluff them out. It's just a matter of where you want to put them and how you want to flip them out and stuff. And if you get one that's too, it's okay. You go back in with a little bit of the black paint and or black pencil, and you can fix that up. If there's an area, say like here, you want an extra little dot, throw some in, you can do that. I didn't get any in this area here, so we'll add a little in. If you want a bigger dot, just make a bigger dot. And any other places that you want to add these, just add them in. And I'm going to do that on both birds. So I will be adding these in. You'll see that at the end of the video. I'm also going to be putting in stickles. So I have the diamond stickles, and I'm going to be adding it in the areas where I've covered up all the little dots on the birds. See if I can get some out of this one. So the dots on this purple guy's face here. Add them there. Anywhere that you want a little sparkle. This is all up to you where you want to put these, if you want to use them at all. This book has got a lot of glitter in it, and I want to just continue to make the whole book as one piece. So the bird's going to get it, the gems or whatever these are, the star here that we've got. You can see that, right? We're going to add that in the middle here and kind of spike it out because it's a star. Bring it down to the legs, and we're going to add it into this gem down at the bottom. And these circular ones here are going to get it. They were a little too hard for me to get white paint without messing up everything, so I thought we'll just add the glitter on those. So going all the way up, we'll add them on top of these, and in here we'll throw a couple just to bling this up. Do the same over here. Just to bling that one up. And on anywhere else you want to put these, you can draw in big stars. I don't think I will because the page is getting a little bit busy for me. And this one here. Add glitter on that. And the little things that come down here. We'll put some on this bottle. We have some on that one, a little more on that one. Okay, and like I said, all the birds are going to get it. They all have little areas that I left uncolored for a reason. So what I'll do is finish glittering all this up and adding any other little details with the Posca pen, and then I will take a picture and show you what it looks like all completed. Thank you guys for watching and sticking through the 3-part video. Thank you for subscribing, liking my videos, and I hope to see you in another one. Take care, everybody, and I will talk to you later. Bye now.